Hello, hello. Good evening. Oh my gosh, why do I feel like something's on my screen? I don't know what that is. How is everyone doing tonight? You guys see my little plant in the background? I had to get some sun today. Hi, Linda. Thank you for being here. Shout out to my moderators and those that help me keep the chat in line, because sometimes it get crazy. Actually, it ain't really been that bad in a long time. Hi, Judith. Hi, Harris, 25. Hi, Scooter Hob. Hi, Finer Dove. Welcome, welcome, guys. Thank you for sending a rose, Scooter Hob. I appreciate that. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, boy. Last week was a week. You guys know that we were moving. So I am finally all moved in. As you guys can see, you hear the echo. We are in the house. We are looking for furniture. We finally got bar stools that we love for the island. Making some progress, but it's a work in progress. Hi, Sean. Thank you for buying a badge. Oh, I didn't put my wallet up. It's been good. I'm excited to be here. It's nice to be all moved in. It has been, that's what we'll say. It has been not stressful. It hasn't been stressful because I mean, it's an exciting time, but moving is not fun. Let me just say that. Anybody likes to move, I really have questions. I do not like moving of any kind. But we're in here, and that's what matters. I talked to my son-in-law today, and he was giving me some security tips and things like that because he is in the Space Force. So my daughter's all worked up, child. Her anxiety's on high alert with all this mess going on. But this is why my title is Finding Peace in a Noisy World, because you got to find your peace. Because if you watch the news or social media, you will be on 1,000. Hey, Colton. Hi, author KP Jones. Thank you for joining me. So I'm just like, Kayla, relax. You got to relax. You got to relax yourself. Oh, I need to show y'all my jumpsuit. Can I show y'all my jumpsuit? Andrea got me this. You guys know I work with a stylist, and Andrea does head to toe styling. Her name is Andrea Young. You go to her IG, it's Andrea Young, the stylist, and she does head to toe styling, day-to-day styling, event styling, performance styling. She basically just runs my whole wardrobe. So 9 times out of 10, if you see me in something, she styled me. But she knows when I'm at home, I like to be comfortable. And so she's been finding me the cutest things. Hold on, let me show you. Y'all, it's the cutest little jumper. Let me see if I can move my chair out. Can you guys see me? Look at this jumper. It's like an MC Hammer jumper. Y'all probably can't see me on. Never mind the boxes in the background. You probably can't see too well on YouTube, but this is the jumper. It's super, super cute. It has pockets, and she knows I love things with pockets. But I'm just like, you gotta give me some more of these, because honestly, you can never have too many jumpsuits in my opinion. I don't think this is on her site, so unfortunately, I don't know that you guys can go shop it, but it is super cute. And it's in the cutest in periwinkle blue. I love like girly colors. It's in periwinkle blue, but it's so comfortable. So comfortable. Hey, Kathy, how are you? So I was like, I love it. I saw her on, when did I see Andrea? Every time I see Andrea, she has a bag of clothes for me. So my husband was like, Andrea, we don't have anywhere else to put these clothes. She has enough clothes. She has a lot of clothes. I do. Does Andrea actually design and make her clothes? So she does not make her clothes. She does design some clothes, but she works with a seamstress or a seamster out of DC. He makes the clothes. So she comes up with her designs and then he makes them for her. But she does shop her own boutique. So her boutiques are her own fashion finds, and I love her stuff. I think she like knows how to style a woman's body. Like I've never felt like she doesn't understand me. She knows how I am at this point. And I'm very particular about some things. And I'm very particular about, looking crazy. Hey, Too, thank you for being here. You guys make sure you say hello to our moderators. Thank them for their amazing work. So for me, I just feel Andrea is really good. She's actually great with styling men as well. So I often encourage my male community members to check her out. She is excellent at styling men. She actually styles Anthony Hamilton. She's his stylist. And she styles CC Penningston. She's styled Anthony and CC for years. I want to say she's been their stylist for the last 10 years. I like to give her props. She does an amazing job. Hey, Mark, how are you? So definitely check her out. She does virtual consultations. Even if you're not local to the DMV, she'll still work with you. So I know some friends of mine have worked with her in Florida. I mean, all over the place. I have plenty of people that have saw what she's done for me and then they go work with her. So, y'all, I went and got my hair I got a blowout. Child, this blowout didn't last 48 hours. Y'all see this mess? So I'm ready to get some extensions put back in. It's not the weather to be playing around with blowouts. It's a waste of money. I just put it back up in the clip. Waste of time and a waste of money. I knew better, but I did it anyway. And I'm so mad at myself for wasting money. This blowout didn't last no time. So here we are. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone's been feeling great. I know it's a lot going on in our world, and I'm not naive, nor am I ignorant. I am very aware of the things going on. But for me, I'm very big on maintaining my peace no matter what's going on. I'm very big on being level because I think it's easy to get caught up in the things that are going on. Not to say that you shouldn't be aware. I think that's the smart thing to do, is to be aware. But I also believe it's a smart thing to do is to protect your peace. This world is so chaotic right now. And I think a lot of us are just overwhelmed because now we have access to so much information. And I think that in and of itself is a good and bad thing. I think it's great that we can inform people so quickly, but we also can misinform people just as quickly as we can inform people. So it's very difficult for a lot of people to figure out what's real, what's not real, what's accurate, what's inaccurate. And so I'm just very big on staying very, very even. Like trying to stay even, trying to focus on things that bring me joy, trying to maintain a level of self-care. I try not to scroll and spend a lot of time on social media because, again, there's just too much going on. I also want to embrace the season that I'm in. I'm also dealing with a lot of personal change, but it's good change. And I don't want to be sidetracked by so much negative that I'm not enjoying the good. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to stay very balanced. Anyone else feel that way? Hey, Uncle Roger. Y'all, my uncle is on here. He was the grand marshal in the city I grew up in. My uncle is 75, and he's been a great uncle, almost like a second dad. We used to go over to his house. He tried to teach us how to swim. That didn't go so well. I was afraid of water. But he had a swimming pool at his house, which was great. But that's my uncle. He is my dad's older brother. He's over here on Facebook. It's good to see you, Uncle Roger. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Uncle Roger, I'm being honest. It didn't go too well. Hey, Miss Ann, how are you? Thank you for buying a badge. I appreciate y'all over here on TikTok. But yeah, I'm trying to like do my best to just stay centered, stay even, not get wrapped up in too much foolishness, because it just take a lot out of you. Yes, Arkansas, stand up. He's still where in my hometown. My uncle still lives in my hometown, and he was just honored, and he was the grand marshal. He knows a lot of history. He's like a walking history book. Anything you want to know about the city of Jonesboro, my uncle knows a lot about Jonesboro history. You said, is the show canceled? Oh, Jasmine, I don't know. I don't know, sweetie. I quit, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Haven't heard a thing. Do y'all care that it comes back? Do y'all care that any of these shows come back? Are there any shows that y'all are missing? Yeah, Jonesboro, that's about 50 miles from Wheatley. It sure is. My dad used to have to do some gas lines down there. Do y'all care? Do y'all care that these shows return? Thank you for buying gifting, Cynthia. You say, yes, I love the show. Oh. I don't know, Jasmine. I couldn't tell you. Most of our cast is out. Like gone. They're not coming back. So I really couldn't tell you. They would have to recast that show and start from scratch, because most of the people are gone. You said, I want Summer House back. Oh, I love Summer House. Martha's Vineyard. I loved it. I was so sad that it didn't get renewed. I was so sad. It was a good show. I just think they could have stood a little cast shakeup. Viva, you're not late. You're not late. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. You're all good. So yeah, Jasmine, I really couldn't tell you. It's like most of us are gone. I would say 75% of the cast is not returning. So you got 2 couples left. That's it. So they would literally have to forge new people in there. Yeah, Fighter Dove, it was a really good show. I really hated to see it go. It's unfortunate. You said, by the way, your skin is, oh, thank you. I just try to keep my stress low, child. Thank you, Nicole, for the gift. I appreciate it. Thank you much. I really try. I try to keep my stress and all the negativity, keep it low. Truth be told, my mother and my grandmother, oh, they had great skin. They never wore makeup, which is why I try to keep my makeup to a minimum, because I'm telling y'all, makeup, it's not good to wear too much of it. All of you makeup enthusiasts, don't come for me. I just don't think it's good to wear a lot of makeup. It hardens your skin. I think it makes you look old faster. So I just don't believe in wearing a lot of makeup. I don't, not at all. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. Okay, so I haven't done this in a while on, oh shoot, I forgot to start the dang Instagram. God dang it. I hope it's working. Y'all forgot I was on Instagram. Oh Lord. I forgot to turn Instagram live on. I'm supposed to be streaming for everybody. Somebody always get the shaft. If it ain't Instagram, is TikTok. Somebody I usually forget to turn the live on for. So we're gonna do a Q&A. I try to do these periodically. Maybe there's something you guys want to know, questions you have. I don't know. Tips. As y'all can see, my plant is thriving. She's back standing up straight. Her leaves are pointed back up. She was sad, but she was in the shade too long, so we had to move Oprah to the window. Now Oprah is back thriving again. And so now I can give plant tips. You said I was wondering why you weren't on IG. Find a dub. I was supposed to be on IG. I had everything plugged in and I just didn't press start. So I'm back though. IG should be getting the stream now. Oh Lord. I be trying to manage too many platforms. This is a lot of work. If you stream, you know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of work to try to stream all these different platforms, which is why I appreciate things like StreamYard to make it more seamless, but it's still a lot. It is definitely still a lot. All right, so rules of engagement. You can ask whatever question you want to ask. As long as it's not too personal and it ain't nothing disgusting, I'll answer it. Other than that, I'm an open book. I answer any and all questions for the most part. Most of y'all are respectful and y'all don't ask nothing too crazy. But every now and then we get somebody like, try it. And I'm like, I'm not answering that. Hey, B Sharp, how are you? Hi, Natasha. Hey, Tara. Hey, 9 Rounds. Sam Hawk, welcome. Phenomenal Women, welcome. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Philly, DC. Rivers, Kathy. Latunga, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Felicia, how are you? Thank you for the follow, Delta. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gift as well. Listen, I watch TikTok sometimes and how people keep up with people gifting and sending all the stuff. It is an art. I'm impressed. I'm still learning. So if I don't acknowledge, it's not intentional. Not intentional at all. I've been getting great. You guys have been tagged. Some of you that have started the Bible app plan that I actually released 2 of them. But y'all have been tagging me and letting me know your thoughts on the Bible app plans that you guys have been following. So I really, really, really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys are enjoying the plans. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Bible app plan, make sure you do so. If you are subscribed to the YouVersion Bible app, you can look them both up. I've posted about them everywhere. So if you check my posts, you can find the plans. But a lot of you have been tagging me and saying you're enjoying it. So that's good to hear. Good to hear. Does anyone have any servicemen that are overseas and serving? I know my uncle actually is over there right now on a special op. So we are praying for him and his safety. We do not know where he is. He cannot tell us where he is. He listed my mom as his emergency contact, which has stressed everybody out. So I'm just praying for the safety of those who are serving right now. You said, is Periscope still a thing? Been rocking with you since the Periscope days back in 2016. You know what, Mark? People don't even know I've been online for almost 10 years doing this live thing. We used to have a good time. And honestly, I still have some of those lives saved. They were hilarious. We would be on forever, but we just had a tight knit community and we would have such a good time. My accent, y'all, was so country. It's terrible. You said a family friend, very stressful. Yeah, praying, sending prayers for your family friend. You said just finished Built for More plan. Oh, thank you, Viva. I'm so happy to hear that. I try to keep my plans short because some of the plans where they're 5 days, people don't always finish them, and I want people to finish them. I find that 3 days is like just enough. And people can get through it. You know what I mean? Hi, Valerie. So I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it for sure. You say, yep, almost 10 years. Yes, 10 years. Although I don't know why y'all used to let me cut up like that. I thought I was a comedian in real life. At least I thought I was funny. I think I'm funny, but everybody might not think I'm funny. We used to cut up something serious, ridiculous. Michaela, Angela, I could name off so many of y'all. Q Lynn. You said you're welcome as a boost I needed to keep going. I love that. Thank you for sharing. I haven't checked my stats. I really should. I should check my stats to see how many people have enrolled and actually completed the plan. My old plans have like over 13,000 completions, which is pretty good for a fairly new Bible plan writer. You said the good old days. Thank you, Chanel. I appreciate your gift. The good old days. They were. Listen, Scooter Hop, he's another one. I'm still cool with everybody for the most part that I connected with on Periscope. Literally, still like at least socially connected, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Y'all, I just got my nails done. I'm trying to get used to them because they're a little longer than I would prefer. Yeah, I do remember all y'all. Listen, I'm like, hey, Coach Donna, I'm a firm believer that you do not forget the people who started with you. Like, you know how some people get so high and mighty and it's like they act like they don't know you. But for the people that was there with you when you were nobody, and I mean nobody, that would give up their Monday nights to sit and listen to you talk about whatever, I don't think you should forget those people. You know what I mean? Like those people are your core people. Y'all have rocked with me all these years. I wouldn't act like, I just think that's so ugly. That's such an ugly way to act, right? Like all of a sudden you can't talk to people because you're here. Like you're weird. I'm serious. I think that's a weird way to be. No matter how far you get in life, you should always acknowledge the people who started with you or the people who supported you. To just be here, just sit there and just act like you don't know folks and pretend like you're just too good to speak to them now, like you're weird. That's how I feel. So I aim and strive not to be that way. It's just not who I am. Most people will tell you I'm pretty much the same person I've always been. I am who I am. So let me tell you, if I can show y'all some, I just found a journal page that I wrote back in January of 2024. Ain't the Lord good? This is crazy. Do y'all write your stuff down? I write the things I want to happen in my life. Like I literally write it down. I have like pages and pages of things saved from years ago. You said because there's no reason to act that way. No, it's not. I think people are weird when they act like that. I think people are so strange. You say, yes, he is all the time. I write everything. Yeah, I listen. I try to write stuff down. My mom taught me that. Write it down. So you can go back and look and see what you asked God for and when he actually did it. And some things take years. I'm not even going to hold you. It's crazy. I can literally go down this thing and mark off stuff. I just happen to look at it. So yeah, I try to write down. You said manifested my wife right now. Listen, y'all, Therapeutic Nursery is looking for a wife. Don't make me turn this into no matchmaking stream now. I'm not a good matchmaker, though. I'm not going to do that. Hey, Kim El Rev. Hey, boo. I ain't going to do that. I'm not a good matchmaker. Let me stop. I'm not. Last time I tried to hook some folks up, it went left. Furthermore, some of y'all know who y'all, the friend y'all is not the same as the relationship y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all ever meet people that is really good as a friend, but then you hear some questionable things in relationships about them. So I don't want to be the cause of said demise because I didn't know that you was raggedy in relationship. So I don't like hooking people up. So never mind. He said it has to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Any Proverbs 31 women in the house? I don't know if I got any takers, Therapeutic Nursery. But I do hope you find what you're looking for. I do. It's a lot of women looking to get married. A lot of women. Listen. So my mom and I was talking about this today. Okay. My mom and I were talking, I'm not even gonna hold you. So I ain't gonna get into the dirty details because it would out some people that ain't here to defend themselves. So I'm gonna be very general in my explanation. But anyway, we were discussing how some women don't know how to treat good men. And a lot of times it'd be the ones that are very like, just maybe don't have a lot of pizzazz. Maybe they extra nice. And why do women be so mean to them men? These be the men that be crazy about them. Hey, Jasmine. Crazy about them. Love them. Give them anything they want. And they treat them so ugly. So my mom and I were talking about a situation today. And my mom was like, I hope that these people understand that dating is trash. It's nothing out here. So why would you mistreat somebody who is good to you? I don't understand that. And when I observe it, it's very perplexing to me. You said, in my experience, comprehension over communication. I don't know. And I was telling my mom, if she know like I know, the streets are trash. It's a lot of women right now trying to fight for their exes back because they realize they done got out here in these streets. It ain't nothing out here. If you are in a committed relationship or a marriage, I'm telling you now, you better make sure before you exit, don't go out thinking the grass is greener. Because the grass is trash. The grass is black. It is slim pickings. And sometimes it takes losing people to figure out that maybe it wasn't that dang bad. Maybe they wasn't that awful. Maybe it wasn't that deep. Some of y'all be out here just complaining, fussing, nagging over things that really can be like worked out. Seriously. And I'm not talking about cheating. That's something different. Y'all stand for the weird stuff. I'm talking about like legitimately things that can be worked out, talked through. But some of y'all just be out here being disrespectful for no good reason. I literally just don't get it. You said a lot of those women, let me put your comment up here. You said a lot of those women just be using them men. They don't like them. I agree. You said as a tactic they use to make them desire them more. Crazy work. That's going to work. Let me tell you what. Good luck. Good luck. And the other thing we were talking about is that these said women loved it to do the most with these men in front of other women. Do you know, mom, let me tell you, my mom would look at me like I was crazy. One thing I don't ever in this lifetime agree with. Mama, I learned it from my mom. I don't care how upset you are with your significant other. You do never check them, and you do not ever complain or check them in front of other people. I just do not agree with it. I had a friend that used to do that, and I would look at her like she was crazy. It is so disrespectful. I don't like to see a man do it to a woman, and I don't like to see a woman do it to a man. I don't care if they are on your last half nerve. Do not disrespect them in front of other people. Because some of the people you disrespect them in front of is the very people that will scoop them up if y'all don't work out. Try it if you want to. A lot of times you think that you are making yourself look better and appear to have, I don't know, maybe you got pull or you know how to run things. It's not cute. The same women you complain to your man about will be the same women that go scoop them men up. I don't talk about my man to women. If there's an issue, it's the issue that only he knows. But I'm not going to another woman to complain about my man. That is stupid. Thank you, Delta. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is embarrassing. It's ridiculous. And I don't understand why we normalize that. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy. You can sit here and think that people aren't paying attention to how you're being treated. And here you go complaining because the toilet lid didn't get put down and you fell in the toilet. That toilet lid don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of you maybe getting to stay at home, going on vacations. They see you being treated well. They gonna be like, all right, go ahead and let them go because you mad because that toilet seat didn't get let down. Next thing you know, they not your friend, but they got your man. Nope, don't do it. I feel the same way about men. Men think that other men don't notice that you have a good woman. Go ahead, keep taking advantage and not appreciating and valuing the woman you have. I tell people all the time, when I got divorced the first go round, pretty much all of my ex's teammates tried to holler. They were not dumb. I can't even count on my hands and feet how many of them tried to circle back around, because all they remember is me being a good woman. Everybody's not that loyal. People take high account. They pay attention a lot more than you think you do. They do. You say absolutely true. Never disrespect a man in public. Talk when you listen. You better hold on. You better hold on. Hold your mule. Y'all be out here arguing with your significant others in front of folks who would love to be in your place. Keep being silly. So we had a discussion about somebody we noticed being silly right now. Hi, Linda. Keep being silly. Go right ahead. Everything you complaining about, somebody else gonna appreciate. 80-20. Some of y'all will go out here and complain about the 20, and somebody's envying your 80 and will gladly take your 80. Go ahead and leave them off that 20. I'm telling you, is the things you complain about pale in comparison once you get out in these streets and you see how ragged it is. That 20, I promise you, some of the 20s that we think is such a deal breaker, it don't really be that much of a deal breaker. I know a lot of women who sitting with egg on their face because they complained about a man over his 20 and then let him go. Got back out in them streets and realized, and God forbid that man go and move on. Now you sitting here cutting up and acting a fool and trying to destroy that man's new relationship because you figured out ain't nothing out here in these streets. Let that man go on in peace. Take your L and get some therapy. I feel the same way about men. You sitting over here trying to beat up her new boyfriend because you figured out that the 20 you was complaining about didn't have nothing on her 80 and you couldn't replace the 80 that she was given. Take your L and go to therapy. Don't be trying to break up nobody's new relationship because you figured it out too late and you didn't appreciate what you had when you had it. I can't stand that. Now you want to be disruptive because you done figured out that you couldn't replace the 80 that they was given. Take your L and go to therapy. Some of y'all be trying to fight folks. That's crazy. I've seen it all. Fight them, make up lies, trying to come in between. Take your L, go on about your business. Yeah, Mark, they be trying to return. It's nothing out here. The streets is wild work. Me and my husband, we talk about it all the time, honey. We happy to be out the streets. We do not know how we found each other. God is good. That's what I will say. God did his big one because we were not looking for each other. But baby, there's nothing out here. We are happy. We are out the streets. I promise you, it is raggedy. Raggedy. Shoot. Raggedy. It's all fun and games to you out there. You got these ninjas out here talking about what you bring to the table, and it's just a lot. These women want houses and deeds before they can be a girlfriend. It's just a lot. It's a lot happening. Nobody wants a real relationship. Everybody wants these internet relationships. It's weird. This new age dating is not for me. This is why I'm glad to be off the market, because it's strange. I'm not equipped. I'm not equipped to date in this market anymore. I'm not. It's weird. Hi, Otter. How are you? At this point, I mean, I think if we hadn't have met when we did, I was just gonna wing it and be single, because it's riffraff. The DMV is a challenging place to date. Hey, QE. You said what? You said folks saying there's pee in a dating pool. Not diarrhea. Child, you ain't lying. Yeah, it's a mess. Figuratively and literally, it's a mess. The things my friends tell me they go through, y'all, it's rough. A lot of men don't want to commit. A lot of women play games as much as men do. I got men friends, y'all dragging through the mud, and these some good guys. Y'all hard on the good ones. But to let these thugamaroos come in y'all DMs, all of a sudden y'all want to wipe them up, and they don't be having nothing to offer but bad credit and dashed hopes and dreams. And then the ones y'all want to fall in love with, I don't understand that. I'm in VA. Fired up. Taryn, your guess is as good as mine, honey. I quit. So I don't know. I don't have any ties anymore. You said men playing a lot of high school games. To be fair, Shakira, there's women doing the same. I met a woman, she said she had 3 boyfriends. One paid her rent. One was buying her a car, and the other one was taking her on vacation. I said, that's a lot of spreading yourself thin. And you're not about to sit here and tell me you're not giving up nothing. Hey, Journey to Loving Me. That's your rent, buying you a car, and the other one taking you on vacation. You mean to tell me these men don't care that these other men are involved? I don't agree. You're giving up a lot of yourself for some money. You said I'm about to. I say love who loves you. You said no. Oh no, I'm serious. She was very serious. She said one of her boyfriends paid her rent. The other boyfriend was buying her a car, and the other one was getting ready to take her on vacation. First of all, I cannot multitask men. Hey, Caressa, I cannot multitask men. So how you juggling 3 is beyond me. It's too much. That is so stressful, in my opinion. Juggling 3 men, honey, I can't even juggle 2, let alone 3. And ew, are you sleeping with them? I just have questions. Because I believe that men are very territorial. Very territorial. Thank you for buying a gift. Sending a gift, Shakira. You said there's no way that men know about each other unless they are just fools. That's crazy. No, they don't. No. Not even close. You said that's a lot of playing with people's emotions. A great way to get hurt or kill. Do y'all understand? We're in a mental health epidemic. People are crazy. So you're not about to be sitting here taking money from this one, that one, and the third, and think that you don't have no consequences for that. That stuff is not cute. This is why I do not encourage women to pimp men. I'm telling y'all, quit listening to that rhetoric. That is not funny, and it's actually very dangerous. You are teaching people how to take advantage of people's hard-earned money. If men don't care about nothing else, honey, they care about their money. And to find out that you have intentionally manipulated that, that's a dangerous game. No, absolutely not. Can't trust. You said that's too much work, Pastor Don. I agree. It's a lot of work. You said city girls up one thing. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of heart and head space. Hey, pretty Mrs. G. That's a lot of emotional and mental investment. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me. To me, that is, you are putting your life on the line doing that. I don't trust nobody that much. People are snapping. I would not trust it. Not women are thriving and taking care of men. Now, let me tell you what. Y'all can call me whatever you want to call me, but let me tell you, one thing is for certain and two things are for sure. I will never take care of a man. Ever. How y'all out here funding these men's lives? I could never be a sugar mama. I couldn't be a sugar mama. I couldn't be a Splendor mama. I'm not equipped. I'm old school like that. Nope. Y'all want these men that bad? Y'all out here funding their lifestyle? I don't even pay for my grown son. He almost 22 years old. This boy paid for his own rent. He don't have a car note, but still. Absolutely not. Gross. I'm allergic. You said germs. I'm trying to tell you, that's gross. You said I ain't taking care of no man that ain't my husband if he wasn't down. See, now, Karen, that's so you touching on something that's different. That's the other thing. I'm not talking about marriage. In marriage, either one of you could be up or down at any given time. But that's marriage. You both should have each other back. If I'm down, then I should be wanting to help you up, and vice versa. But I'm talking about funding these ninjas off the strength of what? Like what? Why? For why? Like, I have so many questions. I want those of you that are paying for men that are not your husband. That this ninja ain't put a ring on your finger, and I don't even want a ring from a man that can't hold his own. You said I see females do it every day. That is wild. Honey, that's not even low self-esteem. Your self-esteem is in the graveyard. It's non-existent. It is 6 feet under. My child, my mama would light me up. She would be like, what is wrong? Is something wrong with you? Did I drop you? My mom would talk about me so bad. I wouldn't even want to hear Louise's mouth. You know, country mama. Country mamas don't care. They will hurt your feelings. Okay? Absolutely hurt your feelings. My mama would talk about me so bad if she knew I was funding a man. I wouldn't even be able to face my mama. I wouldn't. I couldn't look Louise in her face and tell her I was writing a check to cover something. Girl. So, no. I'm telling you now, I would be embarrassed to go home because my mama would talk about me so bad. She been and told everybody too, her silly self over there taking care of that man. Silly. Didn't realize I raised such a silly woman. I'm telling you, she would let me have it. It ain't even worth it. That's why when I was not married and I was still out here dating, this is why I wouldn't introduce my mama to some men, because she would talk about me. She would. And some the couple of them she refused to meet. But there was one, she was like, girl, just don't procreate with it now. And I said, Mama, why you calling it it? Don't think I didn't hear what you said. She didn't stutter. She meant every word. Mm-mm. Some of y'all need my mama because she would not let y'all go down like that. My dad would lose it too. He said one of my acquaintances has a platonic arrangement with a gentleman. He accompanies her at social events. He said my neighbor just moved a man into her home, no job, and he beats her. Mm-mm. I would go to jail. That is seriously where I draw the line. And I promise you, I can't fight to save my life. I really can't. I've never been in a fight. I don't want to be in a fight. I can't fight. Don't want, I just, but if a man ever put his hands on me, I'm going to jail. I think I personally would just snap. I would. I would just try to find anything I could. And I probably would just be on the episode of Snapped. Just be trying to explain it. I'd be like, Judge, I blacked out. And he hit me. He hit me. And I blacked. I saw black, saw red. You said I'm new here. I'm watching you from South Africa. Welcome from South Africa. The beating is crazy to me. Like, oh, bless her heart. I hope she gets out. That is insanity. First of all, it is never an excuse to put your hands on anybody, male or female, because some of y'all women out here is tagging tails as well. And I don't mean to make light of abuse, but I'm just saying some of y'all women is pistol whipping these men. And that's a lot. So men get abused too. I just want to speak up. But also to be unemployed and taking beatings when I'm paying bills, I don't understand that. That is like failure to compete. Like I just struggle. I couldn't. It ain't that much loneliness in the world. Get a dog. You said Mark. Now you know what? I'm telling you, I literally have seen women lay some hands on some men. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm telling you, I've seen it. So don't underestimate some of these women will square up. Yeah, get a dog. It's not that much loneliness in the world to take a beating. I will be lonely. I don't want a man that bad. I don't want a man that bad. You can't get a dog, get a fish, get a cat. There's so many animals out there that need rescuing. Go find a hobby. It's not that, I'm telling you, it's not that much loneliness in the world. No. To have to put up with disrespect, to have to put up with someone putting their hands on you, no, 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 and no. Yeah, and I get it. A lot of people crave being with someone, but you got to be with the right someone. I just, for the sake of just what? No. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Some of the things that people put up with, I just don't get it. You said an abusive man will break a woman down first and then start to abuse her. He's a weak male. Journey to Loving Me, thank you for your gift, babe. Yeah, that's typically how it is. I think any sort of abuse starts with breaking down someone mentally and emotionally. You said, I totally agree. I'm a boy mom and I don't want anyone's daughter to hit my son. Listen, My son was dating a little crazy. And my boys have been raised not to put their hands on women, so he knew not to hit her back. But she would pop off and try to haul off and slap and hit him, and he would like restrain her. I said, "Let me tell you what. I try to let you mind your business because you're an adult, and it's your decision to make. Let me tell you where we draw the line. If she ever lay hands on you, then I'm gonna get involved." And I said, "Don't let me hear about it again. I'm gonna call her parents." He ended up breaking up with her, but you don't put your hands on my son. Nope, not somebody that I got stretch marks over. That I had to have an epidural to push out. No, absolutely not. I mind my business. I'm not a micromanaging mom. I don't. I'm not who. I don't Hoover. I don't believe in being a helicopter mom. But child, you don't put your hands on my baby. Not something that I birthed. Okay. So yeah. Yes. Now, Shakira, you bring up a great point. There are a lot of women who can't control their anger. And I did not realize how big of an issue this was until I had boys and they got old enough to date. That some of these women are not being raised to control their emotions. And they think because they are women and because we have PMS, they get a pass. And that pisses me off. As a boy mom, my son is not, it should not be scared into challenging your daughter because she can't control her emotions. Just like I teach my sons to be emotionally intelligent, I expect the same for you to teach your daughters. And some of these women are unhinged. These young girls are unhinged. I'm like, who raised y'all? TikTok. TikTok is raising these kids, and these girls are out of hand. It's a lot of grown women that can't control their emotions and think they can just pop off and emotionally abuse men. Call a thing a thing. See, we love to gender categorize behavior. When a man does it, he's emotionally abusive. But when a woman does the same thing, oh, she's just PMSing. Oh, it's because she's stressed out, she's frustrated. No, it's no excuse to emotionally abuse. You don't get the right to do that. And I'm telling you, this really didn't become an issue until I had boys. And I had to start teaching them how to navigate these crazy little girls that ain't been taught no home training and how to manage their emotions. So just like I teach my daughters how to recognize physical and emotional and verbal abuse, I teach my sons to do that. And I say, you don't have to put up with that from a woman. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care how much you like her. I don't care how much she says she loves you. Leave her where she landed. Just like you respect her, you deserve respect. And if she cannot respect you, leave her where she landed. She doesn't deserve to have a boyfriend. Let her be by herself till she figure herself out. I don't teach my boys to accept abuse from a woman. That's not acceptable. I raised them to be respectful. I raised them to be romantic. I raised them to know how to plan dates and pick the girl. Nope, you don't. Then you treat them right as well. You don't get to treat them like trash because you PMSing. Take Papa Tylenol or something. Take a Midol, but you don't get to talk crazy to my son. Nope, not acceptable. It's a lot of emotionally abusive women, a lot of verbally abusive women. A lot of times women aren't physically abusive, but they are verbally, mentally, and emotionally abusive and talk crazy and talk down and condescending and just awful to men. Oh, I'm PMSing. No excuse. No excuses. No excuse. You don't get a pass. Because you know good and well the shoe was on the other foot. He's verbally abusing me. He's a narcissist. You a narcissist. It's a lot of women narcissists, y'all. I call a thing a thing. It's a lot of women who are narcissists. And they get away with it because they're not hitting a man. But sometimes words hurt and cut deeper than a hit ever will. And a lot of these women know what they're doing. You hit below the belt. You hit a man where you know it will hurt him. A lot of times a man would rather take a punch than he would to hear you tear down his self-esteem. I don't like it. And I'm telling you, I didn't understand it until I had boys. So I teach them to watch out for narcissistic women, controlling women. Some of y'all controlling, manipulative, raggedy, disrespectful, contentious. I can come up with all the words. But all of a sudden, y'all the victims. And you telling everybody and their mama about what these men are doing, but you're not telling what you're doing. You said, give me a gold, I'll make you a bangle. Give me a lemon, I'll give you citrus. Yeah. It'd be some crazy stuff going on. So I don't give women a pass. Some of y'all benefit because people can't see what y'all doing in these text messages and these emails. Some of y'all are bat crazy, verbally abusive, nasty acting. But you would be offended if someone called you emotionally abusive or narcissist. Call a thing a thing. Narcissist is not a gender specific. You said, once I found out that a young lady has assaulted my son, that's it for me. I won't ever accept her. I won't mistreat her, but I want that part. I told him, don't bring the girl up my house. She's not welcome over here. One of my sons had to break up with one of his girlfriends because she cheated on him. And he told her, he said, I can't tell my mama until I got to wait to tell my mama because she is not going to be happy. And she's going to tell me to break up with you. I said, well, you told her the truth. He didn't bring her back to my house either. You said, Winter, have you had this problem with Kayla? No. Kayla know how I get down. Now, Kayla, when she was younger, she had this one dating situation. Now, this person was stalking her. And y'all, I thought I was going to go to jail. I mean, this person was calling her job. Trying to get a job where she worked at. Lord, I thought me and her dad was going to go to jail that summer. I'm not even going to hold you. It'd be stressful when your kids start dating. You said, as a woman, I know that we can manipulate with tears. Yeah. Manipulate and try to get sympathy. Be just as guilty as sin. Be the main one doing stuff they ain't got no business. But because you done cried a few crocodile tears, everybody feeling sorry for you. I tell some of these men, start dropping these receipts. Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. Can't manipulate against receipts. Start blasting these receipts when these women claim that they the victim. And then it tell a different story. I want both sides. I want to hear both sides of the story. Because sometimes people lie. They give you the story that benefits, the side of the story that benefits them. I ain't buying it. I'm telling you, my sons have helped me understand. And a lot of times women get the default benefit of the doubt. Not anymore. Some of these women are crazy. I be telling my sons, don't be getting hooked up with no crazy woman. If she's crazy, let her be crazy by herself. You are not a rescuer. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. Don't be out here trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. You can't. You don't want to save nobody. That's stressful. Well, Saints, I'd have been on here over an hour running my mouth. Let me hop off here. I hope everyone is doing amazing. I do hope that you guys are resting your mind, protecting your peace, protecting your spirit. Y'all turn off the internet as much as you need to. Turn off the TV. Focus on what's important. Protect yourself, protect your family. And keep praying. Keep praying for our nation, our safety. It's a lot going on. Dealing with my friend, she's going through a divorce and it's getting worse to the point help us, Lord. Not he's drinking. I pray he gets the help that he needs, though. Sounds like a therapist is needed. Divorce is hard. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do a notice and let you guys know what time I'll be on. I'm trying to get better about giving you guys a heads up so you can plan to be on with me. So I'll be back a lot this week. So like I said, last week I was moving, so I couldn't go live as much. I think I went live like once last week. But now that I moved in, I can go live a little bit more. So I definitely will be back. You guys have a great night. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. See you soon.